But all right. Hey, hey. All right, Cancerians, let's go ahead and jump on in, shall we? All right, so Cancer, we're going to take a peek at what Cancer doesn't see coming. Here we go. We have a Knight of Swords upright. We have a Ten of Swords upright, and we have the Eight of Pentacles. All right, so first off, something very rapid coming in. I don't know if Cancer sleeps with a window open, even on a cold night. They might like to sometimes, just like feel the breeze, talk to the night a little bit. But we have somebody who's definitely like been lamenting some kind of an ending in their world. But what they're unaware of is that we have rapid incoming energy. Now, this could feel like a shower or a meteor shower. This could feel like a little, like a wonderful, rain of, in this case, Eight of Pentacles is going to be, success. It's going to be power. It's going to be an amazing amount of gifts. This could be somebody has things to give, or this could be somebody who wants to work with or show Cancer what they've been working on. So they either want to work with Cancer or they want to show Cancer what they've got. Six of Wands. As somebody write a piece of music? Page of Pentacles. We have a record here. We have obviously a gigantic piano keyboard here. It almost feels like either there is this wonderful surprise coming in, possibly from a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, something that they've worked very, very hard on. It's something that they've completed. It's something where this is their magnum opus. They're very proud of this, and they cannot wait to tell Cancer this. They've obviously been doing this behind the scenes because they've got their little mask on, little scarf is flying out behind them. They're kind of on their tippy toes about this. I was thinking that this is Cancer who'd been dealing with like a painful ending. They might have even been under the weather, been resting, been, just trying to take good care of themselves. And in fact, this could actually be them. This whole storyline could be whomever this is who's running in, maybe the thing that they want to share with Cancer, the thing that they can't wait to reveal, the thing that they're so proud of, could be an ending of something, something that they wrapped up. Let me take a closer look. What is it that you want to share with Cancer? Death card in the reverse. Well, it's definitely something that on one hand is not totally wrapped up. So whatever they've done, this is something that they feel like they've worked hard on so that at least as far as Cancer is concerned, it doesn't have to be over. Now we do see all these tarot cards down here. So I'm showing that in the upright position. What does this mean? You think that you're going to either win Cancer's heart or you're going to win the chance to be back in Cancer's world? Is that what you're suddenly... Five of Pentacles. God, they're in hands in prayer position over here. They are hoping that a doorway is going to be opened for them. When they tell Cancer this, if I could just tell Cancer, here's what I've done, Cancer. I'm so happy to tell you this. I'm so proud to tell you this. So I'm thinking they are this person as well. They are the person who has ended something. And they're very happy about this. They're very proud to tell Cancer, I did the thing. I stopped doing this. This could be somebody who's coming to say, I stopped drinking. I've been sober. I really worked hard at this. I'm super excited to tell you this. And I hope that means basically, can I come home now? Can I come back in? Can I come through the doorway? Let me ask about that tarot that we have there on the Death card in the reverse. I look at tarot very differently. Tarot to me is, it's not going to predict your future because you get to decide how your future is going to go. And I believe that because I personally believe that for my own self. And I don't want somebody telling me how my life will go. I'll decide that. Thank you very much. Tarot is, it was originally a game in the first place anyway. And then later people decided to use it for divination, right? I think it's fun to see potential timelines. It's the different stories that a character could select from. And so let me put it in that context only because I'm about to delve into what are these tarot cards representing. Now, these are, none of these are traditional enough tarot cards for me to interpret what that deck might mean because there's nothing familiar on any of those cards. So I will just mention that. But with the Seven of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Seven of Cups, sevens are divine numbers. We see lots of choices. We see, I would say, if anything, this character was aware, and we'll call them the Knight of Swords, okay? This Knight of Swords has been aware for a very long time that they could pick a different timeline in their life. And if they were able to, a timeline could veer them back into Cancerian's world. And although it was going to take time, we see the human heart here. We see the human heart here. We see somebody painting a self-portrait and hoping that their new self-portrait will be something that Cancer would prefer then. This person, we could call them the Magician now, perhaps, because they realized if I took control of my life and I started to, work toward becoming the person I want to be, I could change my outcome. Now they have a bit of like good pride or ego because they start to feel more empowered, right? So they could be a Virgo or a Gemini, even though they started out with that Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, but it just meant that they are racing toward Cancer to tell Cancer how proud they are that they have made a change. This is a very beautiful energy because the thing that they changed was their own self-portrait. And yes, it's taken time. It really has. Again, we see elements of, art and music and, things coming from their heart space. But we have this long-necked banjo as well. And I don't know if this person, again, I feel like they're artistic or there's music that reminds them of Cancer, or there's a piece of song or piece of a music or, an element of a song where the lyrics either represent the transformation that they've gone through or represent, the changes that they've made in their own life. And maybe also represent something about, like, do you see me differently now? I've worked really hard to change my personality, my behavior, so you could see me different now. And I am hearing just that line from Kelly Clarkson's Wrapped in Red, in all this white, you'll see me like you never seen me yet, wrapped in red. I don't know. I feel like this is like a Christmas reveal, a Christmas, like, here I am. I'm here to present myself to you, Cancer, just in time for Christmas. And the biggest gift here is that I've made so many changes, and now would you be my gift? Because this person has missed the heck out of Cancer. We have a Three of Swords. They are definitely going to be devastated. I don't know if this person eats a lot of eggs or cracks eggs or tends to get eggshells in stuff when they crack eggs. But they definitely feel like if only this could still work out. If Cancer is disinterested or doesn't want to receive this message from them, it may be quite a heartbreak for them. We also still see that painter's palette. So I don't know if this person is a painter or if they have something to do with music, but I will say this, either Cancer is a very artistic person. The way they want to convey this to Cancer could also be in an artistic, maybe they painted a self-portrait of themselves as they want to be. And this is the gift that they want to present to Cancer, but it comes along with the explanation, like, this is who I've worked on becoming specifically because I hoped it would get me back into your life. It does feel very poetic. No, any way we slice it, it feels super poetic. And it feels like somebody cannot wait to tell Cancer the changes that they've made. The Chariot. Here's the thing. And this is Cancer, right? Cancer could respond, of course, in any way, but Cancer may point out, first and foremost, the fact that you made positive change in your own life. Of course, celebrate that. Be thrilled about that because you did it first for you. You can't make change for you, for me. I get that you want to celebrate it and tell me about this. You're proud of it, that you should be, because you did it for you. It's going to make your life better. Now, as far as Cancer is concerned, Cancer does seem like, even though this would normally say that we're moving forward, and Cancer could say, well, I've moved on. You notice that the horses are not going anywhere. The horses are facing each other's noses. One's not even hooked up to the Chariot. So I actually feel like Cancer is saying, I'd like to I'd like to see how this goes maybe right here with us. Not like, okay, yay, we're going to instantly get back together if this was about a romance. And honestly, this did not have to be about a romance. This could have been some, a friend, somebody who misbehaved, somebody who, if they were not in control of their own, persona, if they had to work on themselves and it was significant enough that Cancer had said, you have to go work on yourself. You can't be around me. They've been out here missing Cancer, right? So they obviously had to make significant changes. It doesn't say that just because they made changes that Cancer is now like, oh yeah, and now I'm sure that everything's perfect. But it does say Cancer's not in a hurry to like run away from this person or this situation. This kind of says Cancer's like, well, at this point, I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere. This feels amazing. There's a chance to move forward. We have the moon, but we have to wait and see how this goes. We have to wait and see how this whole thing goes. Somebody could have green eyes. Somebody, I don't know if this is Cancer, if Cancer's like a makeup artist or something, or if they have like purple or violet over their eyes, or if that represents not their makeup, but more like the, purple and violet are more spiritual colors. Green is the color of the heart chakra. And so it could even be that Cancer is looking at this person, with their heart in their eyes saying, let's not put too many high expectations on everything. Let's just be present around each other now. And let's just see how things go. Cancer's not saying, because I don't trust that you're really changed. So I'm going to be listening to your every word and watching for you to slip up. I don't feel like Cancer's doing that at all. But Cancer is saying, I don't know for sure where this person is really at. So I'm not going to make assumptions. I'm not going to leap into things with both feet and say, oh, yes, of course, this is going to work now. I just see Cancer taking this in stride. And I think, obviously being very happy about this while still playing it safe, neither moving forward or promising anything to this person like, yes, of course, now we can be together again. We don't see Cancer instantly throwing the door open and, yes, you can come right into my world, right into my house. You can have access to me again without reservation. I don't see that, which I think is probably good because, how much has this person changed? And just because we make a change, is it then sustainable or will they slide back into their previous behaviors? Let's get another card or two just on them. We have the Two of Cups sideways. We have the Ace of Pentacles, and both cards are sideways, but let's see them in the upright as well. I think they still see it as if I got my Cancer back. Cancer's my Two of Cups. They know it. I know it. This is our new beginning. No, Cancer's not saying it outright, but it doesn't matter. We feel the same way. They're taking it as like if Cancer is going to say, I want to talk to you. Let's begin by talking again. I'm so happy to hear that you made these changes. That's amazing. Your life, you did it for you, and that's got to be fantastic. And I'm not moving forward and I'm not moving away from you. Let's just be here for a little bit. See about rebuilding some things first. They see it as, oh hell yeah. We're still, they're always going to be mine. I'm always going to be theirs. They really do believe. Look at that, the open doorway here for the heart. It's like this is the bridge where I'll drive right back into to Cancer's heart. There's a song by Hamilton Lighthouser or Lighthousen. I always say his name a little bit wrong. He's with the Walkmen, but then he also has solo work as well. Before that, he was with Jonathan Fire Eater, but the truth is there's some distance, but you're listening, and I keep talking my way back into your heart. I think it's called The Truth Is. I feel like they are certain Cancer's going to love them again. And I'm not sure that they're wrong. This maybe they sound a little overly cocky or optimistic, but they really want to be back with Cancer. Queen of Wands. absolutely convinced. And I got to say, I don't know if Cancer looks particularly stellar in red with some very like low cut plunging. I don't know if there's like a look that they just love on Cancer, but they feel it's Cancer dressed in red, for like the holidays or something. Cancer looks stellar. And that is such a, I don't know, there's something here where Cancer is the most attractive and alluring, but also they have so much respect for Cancer and for Cancer making their own choices. And they know Cancer is not going to say something that they don't mean or something that they then backtrack on. So it's like Cancer has to say openly that they're choosing me. And until they actually do that, I know that I'm not, you know, in Cancer's world, but I also know this Cancer would not let me even come into their world at all and take up their time unless Cancer wanted to give me their time. So that's why it bodes so well, because they know Cancer is good at choosing. This is a very powerful Cancerian that we've talked about in this story. And this is somebody who knows Cancer is very powerful and will not kowtow and will not accept less than somebody who's like in a good space, a healthy space. They can't have other situations. They have to be really 100% ready for a connection. Otherwise, Cancer's not going to they're not going to hand the reins over to somebody unless that somebody can actually, they can feel safe handing the reins to that other person. That's what I think that they realize about Cancer. This is such a win. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave this one here. Cancerians, thank you so much. I'm going to see if I can still slide one more video in for you guys tomorrow. I will, because you guys missed your Tuesday. I'm sorry. It's just holiday stuff and everything. My weeks get crazy, and it's not just me. I got to attend to. So some weeks, even though, I always try to get you one on Tuesday and on Saturday, it's a struggle. So anyway, you guys, I apologize, but I'm really glad you guys are here now, and I will do my best to see if I can slide one in on Sunday. Okay. All right, bye for right now. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. Bye.